morning to all of you children. Yesterday we have learnt about the discriminant of a quadratic equation and its uses. Today let us learn about the relationship between the roots of the quadratic equation and the constants a, b, c of the quadratic equation. The constants a, b are also called the coefficient of x square and the coefficient of x, and c is called the constant term. Okay, let us start the session. Look at the board. The relation between constants a, b, c and roots of a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Right? See here children, if a quadratic equation is given and if you are asked to find the sum of the roots or products of the roots, usually what we will do is we find the roots of the quadratic equation first, then we add them and find the sum of the roots, and then we multiply them and find the product of the roots. But if we learn the relationship between the constants a, b, c and roots of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, then we need not calculate the roots actually. Without calculating the roots, without knowing the roots, we can directly find the sum of the roots and product of the roots. Okay, so let us see what is that relationship and how does it help us. Okay, just see here the relationship between the constants a, b, c. These constants are also called coefficients, and the roots or zeros of a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We know that a quadratic equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 will have two roots. Okay, and here we call one root as alpha and another root as beta. They are nothing but the constants. Okay, see here, let us take an example. X square minus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0 is the given equation. If we write the values of a, b, c, we get 1, minus 3 and 10 respectively. Okay, here they have given alpha is equal to minus 2 and beta is equal to 5 as the roots of this equation. Right? So let us find the sum of the roots first. That is alpha plus beta is equal to minus 2 plus 5. Right? Minus 2 plus 5 is 3. So children, alpha plus beta is equal to 3. That is sum of the roots is equal to 3. I call this equation as 1. But the same answer is got in terms of its constants. Let us see how. Now let us take the ratio between minus the coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. Okay, that is minus b by a is equal to minus, and b is minus 3 upon 1, minus of minus 3 becomes 3. Therefore children, minus b by a is equal to 3, and I call this equation as 2. You see here, comparing equation 1 and 2, we get alpha plus beta is also 3 and minus b by a is also equal to 3. So from equation 1 and 2, we conclude that the sum of the roots is equal to minus the ratio of the constant b to a. Okay, so alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, or minus b by a is equal to alpha plus beta. That's why without knowing the value of alpha and beta, I can directly calculate the sum of the roots of the equation. How? By taking minus b by a, which is equal to sum of the roots. So sum of the roots is equal to what? Minus coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. Is it clear? Now, similarly, let us find the product of the roots. Alpha into beta is minus 2 into 5. It is minus 10. I call it as equation 3, right? Now, let us take the ratio between constant term c and a, right? This c by a is equal to minus 10 by 1. So, c by a is equal to minus 10. I call this as equation 4. Comparing equation 3 and 4, we come to know that alpha into beta is equal to c by a, or c by a is equal to alpha into beta. That is, product of the roots of a quadratic equation is equal to the ratio between constant term and the coefficient of x square. Is it clear? Okay. Let us take another example. 2x square plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. Right? Now, here the roots of this equation have been given. Alpha is equal to minus 2 and beta is equal to 3 by 2. Okay? By any one of the methods, you can find the roots. Right? But here I have not explained that. Directly I have written the roots. Alpha is equal to minus 2 and beta is equal to 3 by 2. Okay? Let us find alpha plus beta. That is minus 2 plus 3 by 2 is equal to minus 2 upon 1 plus 3 by 2. The LCM of 1 and 2 is 2. Therefore, here it is 2 2s are minus 4 and 3 1s are 3. Minus 4 plus 3 upon 2 is equal to minus 1 by 2. So, alpha plus beta is equal to minus 1 by 2, and I call this equation as 1. So, sum of the roots is minus 1 by 2. Okay. The same value can be got in terms of its coefficients. How? Take minus b by a. Minus b by a means minus of 3 by 2 upon 2. Okay. So, it is minus 3 by 2 into 1 by 2. Here, okay. Okay, let us take minus b by a. Here, minus b by a is what? Minus 1 upon 2. Okay. If you compare equation 1 and equation 2, you have alpha plus beta is equal to minus 1 by 2, and minus b by a is also equal to minus 1 by 2. So, equation 1 and 2 say that alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. So, from equation 1 and 2 we have alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Right? Now, let us take alpha into beta. That is the product of the roots. Minus 2 into 3 by 2 are the products of the roots. Here 2 will get cancelled. We get minus 3. I call it as equation 3. And now let us find the same value in terms of the ratio of the constant terms. Okay. Calculate c by a. C by a is equal to minus 6 by 2. Now it is 2 1s are, 2 3s are. Thus it is minus 3. Therefore, c upon a is equal to minus 3. Children, from equation 3 and from equation 4, we have alpha into beta is also equal to 3, minus 3, and c by a is also equal to minus 3. So, from equation 3 and 4, we have alpha into beta is equal to c by a, or c by a is equal to alpha into beta. Let us take another example. Root 2x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. Here, its roots are alpha is equal to minus 5 by root 2, and its one more root beta is equal to minus root 2. Right? Now, let us find alpha plus beta. Alpha plus beta is minus 5 by root 2 plus into bracket minus root 2 is equal to minus 5 by root 2 minus of root 2. Okay, but root 2 I will take it as root 2 by 1. Then I do cross multiplication here. Minus pi into 1 is minus pi. Root 2 into root 2 is minus root 2 square upon root 2. Right? Now minus 5 is minus pi. Minus is minus. Root 2 square is 2. So it is minus 2. Minus 5 minus 2 is minus 7. Thus alpha plus beta is equal to minus 7 upon root 2. I call this as equation 1. Now let me take minus b by a. Okay. minus b by a is equal to minus of 7 upon root 2. So minus b by a is equal to minus 7 upon root 2. Right? I call this equation as 2. From equation 1, alpha plus beta is minus 7 by root 2. And from equation 2, minus b by a is also equal to minus 7 by root 2. Therefore, from equation 1 and 2 we have alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Right? So children, let us take the product of the roots. Alpha into beta is equal to minus pi by root 2 into minus root 2. Right? Minus into minus is plus here, and root 2 get cancelled. That's why it is minus pi upon 1 into minus 1. So minus into minus is plus, 5 ones are 5. Therefore, alpha into beta is 5. I call this equation as 3. Right? Now let us take C by A. C by A means the ratio between constant term C and A is equal to 5 root 2 upon root 2. Root 2 get cancelled, 5 remains. So C by A is equal to 5. I call this as equation 4. From equation 5, from equation 3 and equation 4, it is clear that alpha into beta is also equal to 5. C by A is also equal to 5. It means the product of roots is also 5 and the ratio between C and A is also 5. So children, from equation 3 and 4, we can decide that alpha into beta is equal to C by A, or C by A is equal to alpha into beta. Okay. Now, let us conclude. Here, the relationship between the constants a, b, c and roots of the quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is alpha plus beta is always equal to minus b by a, and alpha into beta is equal to c by a. Whenever the sum of the roots is asked, don't go for the calculation of actual roots and then add. Just you take minus b by a, that is equal to the sum of the roots. And whenever the product is asked, that time you just take the ratio between c and a. You will get product of the roots. Okay. This is the relationship what we have learnt today between the constants a, b, c and the roots alpha and beta of the quadratic equation. Okay. To summarize, look at the board there, right? X square minus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. Its roots are minus 2 and 5. The sum of roots is also 3. Minus b by a is also 3. And products of roots is minus 10 and c by a is also minus 10. Similarly, the second example, 2x square plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. The roots are minus 2 and 3 by 2. The sum of the roots is minus 1 by 2. And ratio between minus b and a is also minus 1 by 2. And products of roots is minus 3. And ratio between c and a is also minus 3. So, okay. And thirdly, root 2 x square plus 7x plus 5 root 2 is equal to 0. The given roots are minus 5 root 2 minus root 2. And the sum of the roots is minus 7 by root 2. And even minus b by a is also 7 by root 2. And the products of the roots is 5. And even c by a is also 5. So children, we conclude that if a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is given and its sum of the roots is asked, it is nothing but alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. And if product of the roots is asked, alpha into beta is equal to c by a. Hope you have enjoyed this session. Okay. The rest of the things we will see tomorrow. So children, you understood the concept what we discussed today. See, some of the examples I have written on the board and I have written their roots, actual roots. Okay. But you have to verify the relationship between the roots and its constants and fill up the blanks here. Hope you will do this. And thank you so much for watching and understanding. And let us see tomorrow with a new concept. Till then, goodbye.